Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in this video, I'm going to be deploying my startup that I have built into Vercel in just a few minutes. And I'm going to walk you guys through it as well, so you can just basically copy my steps and deploy your own website or startup or whatever through Vercel. And there are basically three things you need. First thing is that you need a Vercel account. And of course, here are like these two projects that I currently have on my Vercel account. And here from the add new, we will soon add a new project. The second thing is, of course, the code for the project. And here is a example code for my startup that I'm going to be deploying here in this video. And this is basically a all-in-one real estate marketplace with property management functionality as well. So people can buy, sell, rent their houses and office spaces and also manage them through the property management functionality. And this is a pretty basic Next.js application. So here you guys can see the project structure. And here on the screen, you guys can see the platform that I have built. And this is the one that we're going to be deploying right now. I'm probably going to make another video fully showcasing you guys this application that I have built. I'm going to walk you guys through it. But in this video, we're going to focus on deploying this. So that's basically the second thing you need. And the third thing above your Vercel account and your code, of course, is that you need to have a GitHub repository where your code is, of course. And right here, this is my repository here on the left side of the screen. And this is, of course, a private repository. So here on the Vercel page, we can just go into our overview and add new project. And now, as you guys can see, we don't have the repository right here. So I need to adjust GitHub app permissions. And then I can go here into my repository access. And as I don't want Vercel to access all my repositories, I'll just go here and select the repository that I want. And it's this one, the marketplace houses. Let's select that and then hit save. And now, as you guys can see, we have the repository right here visible. So now we can just click import. And this project name, I'm actually going to change this to Dory, which is the name of my application as well. And other than that, this is basically ready. And there is one thing that I need to update here in my application before we actually start deploying it, and it is my build script. So as I'm using Prisma as an ORM, on the build, I actually want to, of course, run npx Prisma generate and then build. So we'll just hit save on that. And now I'll need to push this into my Git repository. And then before we deploy, we want to check our environment variables in our build and output settings. So for me, these are fine right now. So npm run build or next build is fine for the build. And of course, on the install and output directories, they're just fine. For the environment variables, you of course want to include your own environment variables if you have some. I'm going to put my own environment variables here right now, but I'm not going to show you any of them, of course. There we go. Now I have put all my environment variables, and now we are ready to deploy. So we'll just click here, deploy. And now this deployment part may take a few minutes, depending on how big your application is. And here you guys can see that you can, of course, you can see the build logs here. You can see the deployment summary right here. And of course, you can assign your own domains here as well. And yeah, a great thing to keep in mind is that in Vercel, every time you push your code into the main branch, it gets automatically deployed into your production main branch. So that's really convenient. So, and what you really want to do to keep your main branch safe is to, of course, go into your GitHub repository and into your settings. And then in the settings, you want to protect your main branch. And as always, when you are building your application, making new functionalities and stuff like that, please, please, please build it in a separate branch. It makes things so much easier if you mess up. There we go. It took about 3 minutes for the project to build and deploy. And now we have our application right here. So basically, we have these options. We can preview it, we can add domains and look at some insights and stuff like that. But most importantly, we can just click here, and as you guys can see, it will open our application here on the web on a new browser, and everything here works just fine. And we are ready to launch our startup and start marketing this. And yeah, this is basically it for this video. This is basically how you deploy your Next.js applications into Vercel in just a few minutes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and find the information here useful. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!